Hey guys, just want to do a quick walkthrough on my Woodland Pro chainsaw case or bag, way to carry it. There was some discussion recently about what is better, either a case or not to use a case, or a bag. I prefer a bag. Here's a excellent pocket on the outside of it, 2 zippers. There's outer pockets here, which I consider kind of useless because stuff falls out, you lose it, and then what good is that? Inside of the case you have a nice plastic base which has edges on it, and it actually is set up very well, so if any oil or gas spills out of the saw while it's sitting, it won't go anywhere. It'll be contained by the bag. The slot where the bar goes through for the chainsaw has a nice reinforcement around it as well. It makes it nice and tough. You don't have to worry about the teeth chewing it up or the bag ripping out there or anything. Has a zipper for the top pocket and a nice shoulder bag, which is good for our shoulder strap for carrying it. If you're heading out, you can keep your hands free while you're opening doors, whatever, putting it in the vehicle, closing it in the trunk, back of the truck, wherever you're going. Saw itself, you want to make sure you have the scabbard on it and poke into the hole. And once you have that in the bag, actually it isn't that bad, it's a little noisy the way I did it. Scabbard helps you to get it in and out without the teeth getting hung up on anything. That's actually one of the features I like about this bag. I purchased it off of Amazon. It cost me $35. And it came with 2 scabbards. One works better for your narrower bars with the smaller chains. This is a CS490. Does not have as big of a chain as a 590. It's only a 50cc saw. The bar itself, thickness top to bottom, and they give you 2 scabbards, so you have an option to go with either one. Smaller scabbard works better for this one, and that was a really nice option. The inside of the bag gives you extra room as well, so you can put chain, extra chain if you wanted to. I use a wedge, gloves, have my preferred chain sharpener, put that in here as well. There's room to fit it around the saw, and there's enough room in the case that it should not get broken or damaged. I can always have it with me. Compare it to the PowerCare bag, which is identical to the one that I just bought. I got this a couple months ago. They started carrying it at the local Home Depot. This also has the large outer pocket, which works very well for carrying tools. Extra chains. Extra chains for me are always an excellent idea, because that way if the chain gets dull, I just swap the chain, keep on cutting. Fits a 590. The balance on the shoulder strap is a little bit harder to deal with because it wants to be nose down, but it can actually be sealed up around this chainsaw. I've done it before. It's a stretch. I don't normally do it because I don't want to rip the zipper out. The bag I got at Home Depot that I don't think is as good. I paid $40 for this. It came with the small scabbard only, not the large scabbard, and with a 590 you have a deeper bar, and that deeper bar, you put it inside that little scabbard, you're never getting it off again without destroying the scabbard, which is why it's not on there. So instead, Home Depot also happens to sell these plastic scabbards for Echo. They're actually a better plastic. It's tougher, it's more resistant. I think it will last longer. Those seem to be fairly cheap, and for another $5, it's definitely worth it. As I said, you're not going to get this in and out of there almost at all without a scabbard. The nice thing about this bag also, it has the same plastic bottom for keeping all of your oils, gas, whatever spills, wood chips, anything else from soaking through, ruining anything. Definitely think a bag is a better option to go with, holding a chainsaw. I do happen to have the Husky powerbox for the... My wife got this. I believe it was also about $40. They're sold at Lowe's. That's where I found mine. Has a little bit better. There are others that make a similar box. Even comes in different colors, but they won't have all these spaces for snapping things into. There's a place for your bench or your stump vise. I think that's supposed to hold some sort of file. I've never figured out what goes in there. The good things they have, you have a place for your scrunch, extra plug, the Husqvarna file guide, and a round and a flat file. Their big feature they talk about is this Velcro strap to hold your saw in place. It works. I don't know if it's the greatest. To have some extra room, I mean, they recommend that you carry, you know, you have your oil in here for mix oil and bar oil. I don't do that. I carry it separately, but you get the idea. It does give you room for extra stuff, extra chains, whatever. The scabbard will fit up to a 20-inch bar. If you go beyond that, I had a 24-inch bar on one of the saws I kept in this for a while, and you end up with the end of the scabbard like that, because it will not fit a 24-inch bar. The box itself is large and bulky. It adds some weight. Seems to be more than what a bag adds. If you're not careful slamming the lid, these latches will pop off and disappear. And you only get this handle, which the balance isn't always perfect on, depending on what saw and whatever you're carrying in it. So yeah, definitely cases are not my favorite. A bag is the way to go. And this bag here is the best deal because of the two scabbards, and it's also cheaper. Purchased it on Amazon. The box said it was shipped from Bailey's. There is otherwise no difference besides what is embroidered into the side of it, but definitely a bag is the way to go.